CV Boats presents Florida Sport Fishing, television for the avid angler, powered by Mercury Marine. Oh, yeah. On this episode of Florida Sport Fishing.
Solid work.
Florida Sport Fishing TV proudly utilizes and endorses Spool Tech, Hyperlastics, Engage, and Ocean-borne lures. Stay connected with the next generation of innovative and effective soft and hard baits for every venue. Taco Marine, official outrigger system of Florida Sport Fishing TV. Salt Life Optics, anti-glare Zeiss lenses, provide unparalleled protection and polarization.
Hey guys, welcome to Florida Sport Fishing TV. I'm Captain Mike. We've got Captain Carlos up in the bow of our Mercury-powered CV390Z. We are going to be spending the day deep dropping for golden tilefish. That's our mission here today. We've got some pretty decent conditions. They're going to fluctuate throughout the day, but we'll deal with it. But we're starting off the trip looking for some black belly rosefish. An absolute staple in the golden tilefish diet. So I always like to start these trips looking for these black bellies for bait. Every now and then you'll come across some big ones. Yeah, I think so. You'll come across some big ones that you know you can bring home for the dinner table, but most of them are these small fish that are just absolutely perfect bait size. Like that. Right there. You just fillet that up, and that fillet right there is gonna make an ideal bait for a big golden tile. Right now we're in about 775 feet of water. These black belly rosefish, again, which are going to be the start of any successful golden tilefish trip, can be found all up and down the southeast coast here. Anywhere from that 700 to 800 foot mark, look for structure, look for rock, look for debris. Any type of depression or broken bottom, that's where you're going to find these black bellies right here. Once we load up on these, we're gonna make a little wiggle, head over to a really flat, muddy plateau type of area. That's what we're looking for the golden tilefish. That is the type of environment that they like to live in. They make burrows, and we're gonna talk a lot about those golden tiles. But let's get a couple of these on ice and load up and go fishing.
When we're out here deep dropping, doesn't matter what we're catching. In this particular scenario, we're going after rosies, and we're using light line. You want to make sure you constantly keep an eye on the drag, okay? We're using braided line. It doesn't have any stretch, so you pretty much got to be that stretch factor, okay? So I'm keeping a kind of a light drag because with the boat rocking, I mean, there is a little bit of a bump out here, 2 foot, so you got to compensate for that. So by adjusting your drag and just keeping an eye on the what the fish is doing and the rod tip, that's going to help you stay connected to the fish. Otherwise, you're going to open up a big hole in its mouth and he's going to come off. That's literally what's going to happen. So just keep that in mind. See? And look, just to prove my point. See the hole in its mouth? More of a hole, it could have gotten loose. That was probably enough to get loose. I just got kind of lucky.
One on there. One decent one. Not a monster, but not a rat. Average sized black belly rosefish. There is, because you're bringing these fish up from so deep, it doesn't make much sense to release them because they're really not going to live. I mean, you can try, but very few will make it back down to the bottom. There is no size limit on these because it's a deep water fish. These black belly rosefish, that's an average size one, 1 pound to 2 pounds. I don't know, keep a dozen, 15 per person at the most, that's plenty. You don't need more than that. Some of them are going to be mixed in. They don't freeze real well. It's an absolutely awesome fish on the dinner table when it's fresh. After you freeze it, gets a little bit mushy. So, like I said, keep enough for a meal or two for the family, and that's all you need. Boats get dirty, that's a fact. Thankfully, Rejuvenate Marine uses patented nanotechnology to make your boat cleaning faster and easier, literally cutting your cleaning time in half. Watch this. With highly concentrated biodegradable ingredients across their complete line of cleaning and care products, Rejuvenate Marine lasts longer while providing professional cleaning power that's safe for all surfaces and for the environment. Rejuvenate Marine. Spend more time fishing and less time cleaning.
When you're in command of a boat with Mercury 400 horsepower Verados, you might start to feel like you're someone that fish should fear, that the water should respect, and that the world should acknowledge. Until you realize you are all those things. The Mercury 400 horsepower Verado. Power, control, and speed in a lightweight package.
Are you ready for a world-class adventure? Fishing up to 150 miles offshore and always on the hunt for untouched fisheries, the legendary 100-foot Yankee Capt is Florida's premier long-range headboat. Fish around the clock for trophy snapper, grouper, tilefish, tuna, and more. With all the comforts of home and plenty of elbow room, Captain Greg Mercurio and his dedicated crew will put you or your entire charter on a hot bite fishing the famed halfway ledge, Pulley Ridge, and beyond. Rated #1 in service, Yankee Capt sails from Key West year-round.
Another one on the jig. Woo!
That's grouper dynamo.
Yeah! How's that for a sea monster?
Chaos. Gear matters. Shop online or visit our new superstore for everything fishing.
So he slammed it.
Oh yeah. I dropped it back down. I thought I saw some nibbles, maybe like Rosie's before, and then it went whoom, whoom. I mean, the rod just loaded completely. I'm like, okay.
You know, we've been picking away at those big black bellies with the Goldens in the same area. Usually they're separate, but I guess we're right on that edge where the two different environments are kind of overlapping.
They're clashing.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. You hear that?
Oh yeah. Go into power, go into the power mode. Right. So, you know, a good question on these 2-speed reels is when do you fish the power mode, the slower speed, and when do you fish the high speed? Obviously, bringing a big fish up from deep water with a lot of lead, you're gonna go into power mode. You wanna bring that up nice and steady and slow. Good. Obviously, it's got a drag. You can just see Carlos adjusted that drag. He's constantly monitoring that drag as well. Even though it's an electric reel, you've got to make sure that that drag is adjusted properly also. Now, if you're just bringing it up to check your bait, pop that baby in high speed and get that rig up as quick as you possibly can. But again, when you've got a big fish on, there's no rush. This is what you put in all the time, the energy, the effort for. Take your time, put it in low gear, low speed, and just bring that fish up nice and steady. You know, one thing I think that's super important and that's helped you catch these quality fish is that 40-pound diamond braid.
Yeah, it's cutting through that current, man.
Cutting through the current, allowing us to, you know, stay in touch with the bottom. It's super sensitive, very little stretch, incredibly strong.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're bringing up big fish, a lot of lead, very abrasion resistant. You know, but you got to be careful with that braid, especially the 40-pound.
Yeah, don't take it for granted.
Right.
I mean,
it's thin,
yeah,
it's strong, but if it gets damaged in any way, it's going to break.
Right.
Oh yeah, look at that thing, it's digging.
Oh, that's
Like,
weight, dude.
yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
Woo, I like seeing that.
He's just shaking his head like this down there.
It's all right. But...
Oh yeah, I see. Oh, that's the best feeling when you're fishing for golden tiles, deep dropping. You're hauling one up and you see a big white shadow. A big, big white shadow just emerging from the depths. That's it right there. That means you struck gold, baby. You struck gold, baby.
Ooh, I'm shaking right now, dude. I'm trying to keep it all in. It's hard.
We hit pay dirt. Oh
my God.
Oh my. Oh my, dude, that's the largest golden tile fish
around
in
here.
25 years that we've ever caught here. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you
Let's
ready?
Go. Can you bring him in before we lose him?
Oh my God, dude.
Or can you not lift him up?
Oh my God, dude. Oh,
Wait, let me get the
all
lead.
right, I got the fish, you grab the lead. He's not going anywhere. Oh,
You sure he's not going?
he's not going anywhere. I got the
Good.
Oh, yes. Trophy fish, trophy golden.
It's worth rigging
Dude, that's
those
a fish of
custom
a
rigs,
lifetime,
huh?
no question. Man, it was every minute that, you know, and it's so important that you mention that. People think, oh, you just come out here and do this and it's so easy. It is absolutely not that easy. We spend just as much time prepping for these shows as we do filming the show, sometimes even more, truthfully. Between getting everything ready on the boat, getting everything ready in our rigging station, you know, all of the tackle, double checking, triple checking all of the line, tying the rigs that we did last night, you know, spending the time to catch that bait that we did this morning. You know, it's just a lot of time and effort, but this is why we do it right there for fish like that. Check out our rigging station. We're gonna show you the rigs that we're talking about, step by step, exactly how you tie the same rigs that we're fishing so you too can come out here and catch quality fish just like that.
Rigging Station, brought to you by Diamond Fishing, the finest monofilament, fluorocarbon, and braided fishing line.
Making deep drop rigs for golden tilefish or any other species is really relatively simple. You just need to make sure you have the right equipment and the right terminal tackle. For the goldens, I like to rig my rig with 150-pound Simoneaux high catch extra hard leader material. I'm using VMC 9.0 inline tournament circle hooks, okay? And that's pretty much all of it right there other than some crimps. And by the way, keep in mind that crimps are rated for the size of the line. To start this rig off, the first thing I do is I cut my branch lines. I'm gonna take some swivel sleeves and these slide right up and down on the trunk line and they branch off to each individual branch. I'm gonna take a little crimp here and I snug it tight to the swivel. Grab your crimper right in the center hole. Make sure that that crimp is centered in there. You don't want to crimp right on the edge. Next, I'm going to do my hook. And again, I'm going to grab a crimp. And it's just much easier when you tie, or I should say when you rig the branches first. And again, right in that hole, make sure it's centered. Boom, so that right there is a branch line. And now I'm going to do the other two and just repeat the process. We're now going to take our main trunk line, which again is about 5 or 6 feet long, same leader material, the same 150-pound extra hard. Slide a crimp on, and I'm going to take a heavy-duty ball-bearing diamond snap swivel, put that right on the bottom, and that's where my sash weight is going to attach to. And it's important that you have a snap swivel because that sash weight spins like a top going all the way down and all the way up. We're then gonna take our leader, our trunk line, and we're gonna slide all 3 of these branches right down the line. 1, 2, 3, okay? And we're gonna top off the rig with another ball bearing snap swivel. So plenty of swivels on here to avoid as much twisting as possible. Crimp that in place. Boom, now all we need to do is just evenly space our branches. We're gonna start, I like to start with the bottom one right there, and I like to keep it close to the lead, believe it or not, that close to the lead. And by using the small little hole on the crimping tool, you just put in one side, tighten it, pop in the other side, tighten it, and boom, can't go anywhere. So there's one. And then I take another one, slide it down, and I'll put it, I don't know, we'll say 12 inches or so away, just so where the hooks really can't tangle with each other. I like to put them at even intervals, you know, again, so just everything is nice and the symmetry is there and it's even. 1, 2. Okay, that rig is done. 100% done. Let me show you what it looks like here and how easy that was. So there it is, right there. Again, we've got the little snap swivel, or I should say the little ball bearing swivel up on top that's going to attach to your snap. Got a 3-hook rig. They're all relatively close to the bottom. Your sash weight's going to attach right on the bottom, and you're good to go, ready to catch a jumbo trophy tilefish.
The award-winning Z Performance line from CV raises the bar. It's not just fast. It's not just fuel efficient. The CV-Z is the entire package. It offers the perfect balance, safe, predictable handling during hard turns and at high speed. And most importantly, the Z stays on plane at lower speeds, so it can comfortably handle anything Mother Nature can dish out. Experience the exhilarating ride of the CV-Z. Schedule a sea trial today.
Fiberglass. They use it to build boats and yachts because of its strength and durability. And that's exactly what every frigid rigid cooler is made out of. This is my set after 12 years and I keep them outdoors. With industrial grade rubber gasket and stainless steel hinges with backing plates, not a single component has failed on any of them. Can you honestly say that about your coolers? From 35 to 300 quarts, there's a frigid rigid cooler, coffin box, or freezer for every boat.
What if navigating was as simple as touch and go? It is that simple. The world's first multi-touch MFD chart plotter, Navnet TZ Touch.
Captain's Kitchen, brought to you by Wind Rider, the finest foul weather gear for any climate.
Fish head soup, one of my absolute favorite recipes. Great family style dish as well. Any time of the year, everybody loves it. It's could be a little bit intimidating, but I'll tell you what, it's really simple with just some basic ingredients. You just have to do it the right way. It all starts with the stock. What I do is take a pot of boiling water, I submerge a large fish head. It could be a tilefish, grouper, mutton snapper. They all work equally as well. Make sure that that head is really clean, cut out the gills. From there, you're gonna add just some basic elements to create a fish stock: carrots, celery, onions, a whole garlic bulb, a couple of lemons sliced up, some fresh herbs from the garden. I put in some parsley and some dill, and a whole bunch of Florida Sport fishing seasoning. I add a little bit of salt and pepper as well, bring to a raging boil, and I let it boil for about 90 minutes until all of that meat disintegrates off the skull, and you just end up with a large pot of just delicious stock. From there, make sure that you strain it really well through a colander, because all you want is that liquid. That's gonna be the base for your fish head soup. So now that we've got our broth simmering, and I'll tell you what, it just smells so amazing. I'm gonna start to add the ingredients for the soup. I'm gonna start off with 2 pounds, 3 pounds of potatoes that I cut up into just little 1-inch cubes. I'm gonna put those in first, because of course they're gonna take just a little bit longer to get softer than everything else. A pound of carrots. You can use fresh carrots or those that are already pre-cut. Celery, fresh chopped celery, put that in there. I mean, already from just these ingredients, you've got to agree that this looks absolutely delicious, and it's gonna taste even better. Now what I do is take a red bell pepper, diced up. It adds a little bit of sweetness to the soup and just kind of changes the taste a little bit. And of course, corn. About a pound of just yellow corn, because I love corn in my soup. And I pop that in there. And the only thing left is some diced onion. Of course, just even more flavor. And I mean, with all of the flavor from the stock and all of the flavor that we're adding now, the layers are just crazy. So we're just gonna mix this up. And I've got some fish, a couple pounds of fish ready to add, just chopped up into little cubes, cleaned up tilefish, but I'm not gonna put it in right now, because if I do, you know, this is gonna simmer for about an hour and all that fish is gonna disintegrate. So I saved that for the very, very end. Once all of the vegetables are nice and soft, I'm literally gonna take the soup off the heat, And then I'm gonna put the fish in and just let it sit for about 10 minutes before I serve. Really simple. So let's put a lid on this, bring it back to a simmer, and we'll see in about, I don't know, 45 minutes or an hour when this is ready to go. So we've added our fish. It's been about 10 minutes. The fish is cooked through and we are ready to plate. Smells amazing, looks amazing. This is absolutely one of the healthiest and best tasting soups you have ever had. And now we're just gonna kind of finish it off with some oyster crackers, just for the tradition, and a little bit of parsley. And that's it right there. Look at that. Oh. Oh, I've been waiting for this all day. Get hooked up, shop online, and get your hands on the same proven tackle you see on Florida Sport Fishing TV. Our entire selection of technique-specific rods, deadly jigs sold rigged and ready to fish, performance apparel, headwear, drinkware, and even vivid life-size wall murals to show off your trophy catch. All of this and so much more in stock and ready for immediate delivery. Enter FSF TV at checkout and receive a special gift.
What if navigating was as simple as touch and go? It is that simple. The world's first multi-touch MFD chart plotter, Navnet TZ Touch.
Florida Sport Fishing TV proudly utilizes and endorses Boat Outfitters, where owners and builders go for replacement parts and hard-to-find hardware. Motor Guide, precise maneuverability equals better fishing. Tropic Trailer, Florida's largest dealer has the right trailer at the right price. Florida's largest dealer.
Got him, baby?
Yeah. Yeah. He's stopping the reel, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, we can't celebrate yet. We can't celebrate yet.
No,
Don't
not yet.
celebrate yet.
Not yet.
Never. There's an 8-pound lead. We're rocking. Fish is still like 800 feet down.
Yeah, but still,
Like,
you know what? You hooked them, dude. That's
We
what it
hooked
is,
'em.
right?
We did hook 'em.
In these
Yeah.
conditions, just working really hard, sticking with it, being persistent, constantly checking our baits, putting on fresh baits, adjusting the rig to be as streamlined as possible, finding the right lead, fishing the thin 40-pound braid. I can go on and on. It's all of these little details that all come together that result in this being hooked up. Now, of course, like you said, you've got 1,000 feet of line to go. A
Yep.
lot could happen.
Yep.
But it's about that bite.
Yep.
You know? And hopefully everything
It's-
will go smoothly from here.
Everything
so.
counts on that bite.
Yeah.
Like literally.
How close
Huh?
are you?
50.
50 feet?
Yeah. Tell me if you see anything down there. Did it float up?
All right, just keep real. There it is, there it is, there it is. Nice golden,
Yeah.
nice golden.
Yeah.
Everybody slow down. He's not going anywhere.
Floating up. That's why he's bringing up the lead, dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
Baby.
Ah.
Oh, yes, look at the head on that thing. A little bit more, a little bit more. There you go. Done, 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 done. Oh, no, 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 hold on, hold on.
What do you mean not done?
Hold on, dude, hold on. There.
You sure you got him?
Yeah, go in the free spool.
I am.
Okay. Dude.
Come on,
Carlos.
bring him in the boat. Don't
Fatty,
celebrate
baby.
until you bring him in the
Fatty.
boat, dude. What
He's not going anywhere, dude, I promise you.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
right.
yeah, grab your lead, grab your lead.
Oh, I got him with the back hook too. I got it.
You got the lid? Okay. All right. That is a fat, ooh, watch that cap.
Watch the hook.
There. How about that one? How about that? BMC 90
Love
inline
it.
circle hook, baby.
Love
Corner
it.
of the mouth every time. Oh, look at that.
Somebody else
Look at
lost
that.
him.
Somebody else had him.
Yep.
with that hook right there. Look at that. And you know what? Their lack of preparation or their lack of quality gear gave us an opportunity. I can't even get, that's like wedged in there. That's, I
On the
don't know what
bone?
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
But either way, Carlos, solid fish, baby. Congratulations, pal. You got him.
Plump.
Hold on to that, hold on to your baby. Just got that hook out of him right there. You know what that is?
Looks like an O'Shaughnessy.
Right, that
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
had a rig ballyhoo.
7-0
They were out here, dropped it to the bottom,
Picked it up.
somehow made it all the way to the bottom, and that guy ate it.
Yep.
Hey, tell you what an absolutely action-packed, awesome day deep dropping outside Hillsborough Inlet. We started off the day looking for the black belly rosefish. We found them, we scored big.
Oh yeah.
Shifted gears, came out to look for the Goldens. We're faced with some challenging conditions, and that's what makes fish like this even more rewarding. We had to fine-tune our approach. All of the little details came together, and I'll tell you what, we stuck with it, and that was a result. Now,
Well,
hold
the
that
right
thing out,
rigs
show
too,
that thing
obviously.
to people. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the right rigs, the right everything. And I mean, look at the belly on that
Yeah,
fish right there.
that's a hefty one.
We were really confident that these fish were on this particular plateau. We didn't find them right out of the gate, but what, in the last hour we scored 2.
Yep.
Right?
And I
we're
got
not-
hit before this one too.
So, you know,
yeah.
that's how it is. It's about sticking with it. I can't stress that enough. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Florida Sport Fishing TV. Make sure to check out our gear at fsfgear.com. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. And I'll tell you what, I had an absolutely awesome time. Carlos, I think your trophy fish speaks for itself.
No
And
complaints. I'm
again-
happy. I'm all smiles, man.
Again, baby, you pulled it off. You pulled it off. You got the kicker. So let's wrap this up.
To learn more about the tactics and techniques seen on today's show and to subscribe to Florida Sport Fishing Magazine, visit floridasportfishing.com and get hooked up.